Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me today. Guys, I am so excited to show you this card that I made from the Hello Friend Heat Embossing Project Kit. This is a kit that's in our current annual catalog and I am just using it for the first time. Don't ask me why. I absolutely love this card. So this kit and stamp set is in the front of our annual catalog. So here's the coordinating stamp set. It makes these 3 different types of cards. And let's see, you get, it makes 15 cards, so you get 5 of each of these 3 designs. And I thought this one was just so pretty with the watercolor wash, so I wanted to show you how to make this one. And this is retiring. I think I mentioned that at the very beginning. So definitely take a look. The great thing about this project kit is that it comes with just about everything you need. It comes with embossing powders. So if you don't have embossing powders already, it comes with little small containers. And then the only thing that you need to get out of your stash to complete the card is these 3 ink colors. So you need Calypso Coral, Peekaboo Peach. Now this is a retiring in color. The last time I checked our inventory status report, this color is still available. And then Powder Pink. So Powder Pink is one of the 2017, 2019 in colors. So this one isn't retiring. You'll also want to get your Versamark pad. Because we're going to be doing embossing, I like to get out my embossing buddy. For the watercolor wash, you'll want your aqua painter, and then to heat set the embossing powder, you'll want your heat tool. But everything else comes in the kit, and except for the stamp pad, so this is separate, so you'll want to make sure that you order that as well. But I am going to show you, like I said, how to make this card. I will tell you, because I watercolored it, the card does kind of flip up like that. So what I would recommend doing is, putting like a book, like almost like pressing the card for, a day or 2, or maybe not even that long, and that should alleviate that problem. So let's go ahead and get started. This is just so much fun. So what we will need is a plain card base, the copper scallop circle along with the Peekaboo Peach circle. Now I already have my embossing powder in this little tub, so I'm not going to be using the powder that came with it, but you definitely, will need to if you don't already have embossing powder. And then we'll need these stickers and the paper clips and the twine. So this is all that you need from the kit. So let's go ahead and do the embossing on the Peekaboo Peach tag first. So I'm going to rub this one with the embossing buddy. All right, so there's 2 stamps that you will need is the Thinking of My Friend Today and then this beautiful background stamp. So I am going to ink this up in Versamark and just stamp this right here. And it looks like my stamp may be a little off, but I'm not worried about it. Then I'm going to sprinkle this with embossing powder. Whoops. Okay. And then let's go ahead and do our stamping on the card base, and then we can heat set everything together. All right, so I'm going to rub the front of the card base right here. I'm going to ink up this pattern background stamp in Versamark. And let's see, how do I want this to go? I guess we want it this way. And on the card design, they have it kind of off to the right. I know you really can't see much, but so let me sprinkle some powder on there. All right, and so here's my heat tool. So let's go ahead and heat emboss both of these items. Okay, so when you see that the powder has turned a glossy white, that's when you know that it is melted. So I'm just going to punch that out, and then one of these copper scallop circles, and I'm just going to adhere this with snail. So just put that on the center of the circle, and I really didn't do a good job of positioning that, but that's okay. Okay, next we're going to do our watercolor wash. So we'll want to get out our 3 ink pads. To get the color in the top of the lid, either you can put a couple of drops of your re-inker in the ink pad, or you can just gently squeeze the top and the bottom together, and that will get ink in the top of your lid. And so what I'm going to do is just use my aqua painter. You want to fill it up with water first, and then just squeeze a couple of drops into the lid. You'll also want a paper towel handy to be able to wipe off the colors in between. And then you're just going to gently just rub color onto the background, and that's when the emboss resist happens. So I'm doing the darkest color at the bottom. Next, I'm going to come in with Peekaboo Peach. So make sure you rub off the Calypso Coral, squeeze a couple of drops of water. And then what I like to do is just to blend in the Peekaboo Peach down into the Calypso Coral. And then finally, we're going to do the same thing with Powder Pink. Now with Powder Pink, I did find that I needed to grab my re-inker because I just wasn't getting enough color from the ink pad. It just was so light that you really couldn't tell, so you may need to do that. All right, and then what you want to do is I just lightly blotted this just to take off the color on the white embossing part, and that really makes it pop. Okay, so you'll just now fold the card in half and just burnish it with your bone folder. So the next part is you'll want to grab one of the paper clips and just gently just place it onto the scallop circle. And then what I'm going to do is after I adhere this to the front of the card, then that's when I'll go in and tie the twine around the paper clip. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just place it right here just to kind of give me an idea as to where I need to place my stickers. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of the leaf stickers, and I'm going to start here in the bottom right. And I'm just going to place that right there. And then take one of the large Calypso Coral stickers. And this is just like a little layering activity, just a ton of fun. Okay, and then come in with one of the Peekaboo Peach flowers. And again, just layer that on top of the Calypso Coral. So that looks good. So I've got a little cluster right there. Next, let's take the Powder Pink flowers, and I'm going to put them up here, and then we'll just layer some leaf right on top of there. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm just going to pop this circle up on dimensionals. And again, just making sure that we're not covering up anything. So that looks good. All right, and then this twine is already cut to the length that we need. So just pull until you just get one piece. And then you will just thread this through the paper clip and then just tie a bow. And I just love these colors together, just so pretty. Perfect for the spring and summer, so hopefully you guys that are up in the Northeast will start to feel like you're having spring. I feel for y'all. So maybe if you order this kit and it's still snowing outside, it will kind of bring you some happiness and make you think it's almost springtime, summertime where you are. All right, so then we're just going to cut the tails. And there we have it. Just a fun, simple card using the Hello Friend stamp set along with the coordinating project kit. So again, here are the other 2 cards that you'll make. So let me bring in my first card. This is where I stamped the sentiment a little bit better. So you can see how quickly it comes together. This doesn't take much time at all. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed today's project. Just remember that these are retiring. This project kit is retiring along with the stamp set, so you'll want to check out my online store. You just head on over to istampin.com, click on the Shop Now button. Also, be sure to check out the clearance rack. There are some wonderful deals that you can get for up to 60% off. Some wonderful ribbon and embellishments that are like $2 a piece, so be sure to check those out. And if you have any questions about anything that I used today, just comment below. Thanks, guys. Bye.